So now we've got our full party, our 3-person party. I want to see how I'm going to configure this party. So Rixta has got 3 drives, just like Ripinaris, and his 3 drives are all based on his. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Rixta tends to, or at least in the past, he has entered a lot of tournaments under various different names. Like, he's entered tournaments with a lot of different names, like, Big Rick, or a whole bunch of names, just jokes based on his size. So that's what I chose to make for his drives, because I thought, well, big, medium, little, that's 3, and that's perfect for the 3 drives. So his 3 drives are all very different. Like, Big Rick is very much a physical powerhouse with high HP, high attack, high defense, but he's very slow. Like, he's got very low agility, so he won't get as many turns, and he won't get to act first in battles. So he's very slow, and he is pretty much, because he's so big, like, if I switch to Big Rick and just show you, because he actually does change size when you're walking about as well. So Big Rick is big. And because he's so big, he is pretty much unable to avoid enemies' attacks. Like, he'll hardly ever evade any attacks or anything like that. So that's a downside. He's got no magic power, really, and his magic defense it's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. It's probably below average as well. So he's definitely, Big Rick is best used as sort of a damage sponge, like to soak up all the damage, because he's got abilities that can provoke the enemies into only attacking Rixta, so he can sort of draw their fire, and he's also got abilities that he can guard and protect the other members of the party from being attacked. So yeah, he's definitely best used to sort of take the heat from enemies' attacks. Yeah, I think that's probably. I mean, you could use him as sort of like an offensive attacker as well. Like, you could definitely do that. And his other drives, let's have a look here. So Medium Rick is the default, which is just his normal size, and his normal size is still smaller than Ripinaris. He is still shorter, but Medium Rick is, excuse me just a minute. Medium Rick is just sort of an all-rounder. He doesn't have, his stats are all very average. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so his stats are all really average, but none of them are below, like, none of them are terrible. Like, nothing, he's not terrible at anything. He's got access to magic attacks. He's an okay physical attacker, and his agility is okay as well. So, so there's nothing that he does really badly, but there's nothing that he does really, like, awesome either. So he's just kind of like the middle ground. And then Little Ricky is your mage drive for Rixta. He's got really high magic attack, really high magic defense, really high agility as well. So he will get his turn first before the enemies quite a lot, and that's really useful because Little Ricky can also heal the party and revive the party, and so it's really useful that he will get his turn first to do all that sort of stuff. But definitely a magical based drive, not good at attacking and got very bad defense, but because he's so small, which I'll show you here as well, he's really small. He's like, sometimes it's hard to see him on the screen because he's so small, like, where is he? But because he's so small, he's got very high evasion, so he will evade physical attacks quite a lot. So that's a bonus. because his HP is really quite low. 419. Even at level 12, that's really quite low. But his high evasion helps to keep him alive. So that's Rixter's 3 drives. They're all very different, and so I think you can definitely combine them with Rip and Aris's drives, and obviously depending on how you've played the game and what your preferences are, I think you could definitely find make a really good team with the 3 of them. But it might take a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of just to slot him in the right kind of role and make sure that he's pulling his weight, that he's not just a dead, he's not just a useless party member. I think it's going to take a little bit of experimenting and a little bit of practice with him. So let's take a look at what has he got equipped. Nothing. So we need to equip him with some stuff. Do optimize first of all. Right, I kind of don't want to give him the ergonomic turbo pad because the ergonomic turbo pad is very heavily geared towards magic. Like, it's pretty much a magic exclusive item, and I want Rixter to be flexible. I want him to be able to switch between physical attacks and magic spells quite easily, and so ergonomic turbo pad is not the best choice for flexibility. It kind of locks you into a mage role. So what else have we got weapon wise? We've got a Mad Cat's fight stick, which is okay stat wise. It's okay. Fire stick, thunder stick, wind stick. They're not that good for general play. Let's pay a visit to the weapon shop and see what they've got, because that might help. Okay, we've got the standard elemental sticks. We've got Hori Real Arcade Pro, which is probably not excuse me. It's probably not that useful anymore. Sega Virtua Stick, Silent Buttons, Sweaty Ball Top. I would like to give him something that inflicts a status ailment when he attacks. Like giving Rixter the chance to inflict poison with his normal attack. I think that would be quite good. Or silence maybe. Silence is definitely a great status ailment if you can inflict it on the enemy. So yeah, it's only 1,500, so I'll buy one of those. Let's buy some. Sorry, my throat is really dry. Take a drink of soda. Yeah, let's buy some wrenches because you need them for his skill. I have 5 of those. So these are the really powerful weapons down the bottom here, but they cost 40,000 each. So that's really expensive. That would be all my money gone if I was gonna buy one of these. So probably won't do that just right away. Want to keep some money for later on. And these sticks are like the more powerful versions of the elemental sticks up here. The fire stick and thunder stick, etc., etc. These are just more powerful versions of those elemental sticks. So I could buy one of these because they've got quite good stats, and if you find an enemy that's weak to a specific element and you've got the right stick, then you can get a lot of damage. So let's pick Inferno stick. Man, that little Ricky sprite is so funny. Let's have a look at the armor now. Okay, so Slam's cloak, ice, wind, and dark. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a Slam's cloak. And Anakin's ring is really good. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now is just equip Rixta with the stat boost, like Taxi's cell phone and Bloodhawk's wallet, so that each time he levels up, he will get a big boost to his stats. Like, if he levels up a couple of levels, he'll be a lot more powerful because he's got these items equipped. So that'll really help. And we could really do with some more powerful footwear other than Kaguni sneakers, because they're not that powerful. And chaps are not. Oh yeah, a little much. Wow, my throat is really dry. I couldn't even speak there. It's crazy. It's getting really hot in this room as well. These headphones are like, I feel like my head's burning with these headphones. I need to buy new ones that are a little bit less like boiling my head. My ears are totally burning underneath because they're like the cups, you know. So yeah, I'm like definitely sweating. So I think I'll equip Little Majin's shorts, and I'm gonna equip Slam's cloak as well. Check Cherry's hat, incognito. Yeah, I think that's worth it because of the confusion resistance and the slow resistance. I think that's worth it. And instead of the ergonomic turbopod, we are going to give Rixta the, I think, silent buttons. Definitely be a good choice. You know, if you can silence the enemies along the way, then that's a bonus. Cool. I think that's a pretty good setup. I mean, let's just take a look again. So his weapon is the silent buttons, so he could possibly be silencing the enemies just with his regular attack. So quite good. Incognito's cap is giving him confusion and slow resistance, so that's handy. We are having ice, wind, and dark for Rixta, so that's, you know, a good spread of elements that are going to be resisted. Little Majin's shorts are resisting poison, slow, and blind. So the only negative to that is that we've already got slow resistance with Incognito's cap. So having duplicate slow resistance is it's not like the best allocation of equipment, but it's also okay because it'll just boost up the slow resistance even more. And resisting poison and blind, awesome. So that's really good. See, this is actually quite, you know, 3 items that are all resisting slow. That's not you could definitely get a better spread of equipment, you know, things that resist different ailments rather than all of them resisting the same thing. That's not the best, but it's okay. We'll go with that for just now. And I'm going to switch Rixta to medium Rick just for the beginning, so we can level up a little bit first before we start with the more risky drives, because the other drives are a little bit risky. Well, Big Rick's not that risky, but Little Ricky can definitely be knocked out quite quickly. So think we should venture out and do a little bit of fighting, because I haven't fought any battles yet. So I want to do at least a couple of battles while I'm streaming, even though nobody's watching. Just because the battles are the most like high pressure parts of the game. Like you really feel like you have to concentrate and try and choose the right skills and the right drives. So if I can manage to perform well in a battle while I'm streaming and while I'm like a little bit nervous, then that would be that'd be good. So let's a little conversation here. So what have you guys been up to since you got to this world? Oh no, let's not do that recap. Safe to say though, we got the sucky end of the deal. So you think this hair monster is one of Jimmy's creature features? Wait, Jimmy's the one behind this? With a little help from Bronson? Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess it could be his pet or whatever. I haven't actually seen it myself, but guards said they saw it fly down a big pothole. So what are we waiting for? Let's kill the son of a bitch already. Not just yet, Aris. That's a little bit over zealous of you. You know, you're very eager there, but I don't think we're anywhere near ready to take on the hair monster. Hair monster is for laters. So yeah, so let's do this. These flowers here. Bad flowers. Bad flowers. Damn girl. It's quite good. Get quite a lot of them there. And meat spin. Meat spin them. Or 3-color gazelle shit. That's actually quite good. Targeting that magic shroom allows me to hit the 2 flowers on either side of it as well, which is quite good. Yeah, I think I will do that. And for Ricky, so disintegration is his limit skill. It's very powerful. I didn't learn any skills. Let's just with Ricky guard.
Damn girl.
No. Oh, ah! No! Oh no. Seed barrage. Total nightmare. Ricky died. God damn it. Seed barrage is a very powerful skill. You know, does do a lot of damage. Okay, which ones are stunned? Let's take a look here. Magic Shroom is stunned. Bad Flower B is stunned. Bad Flower D is stunned. C is, so they're all stunned. So they won't be able to do anything. So that's good. So it's only this one that I have to worry about. This level 28 Bad Flower A. So we need to focus on taking him out right away. So let's actually let's try and stun him as well. Can I get, yeah, I can get all that. And with Aris, do the meat spin on them, and then I'll try and revive Rixta when I get a chance, once a few of them are dead. Oh god. Multiple meat spins. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. That's bad. That's really bad. I did not think it would be this difficult.